Do you enjoy Thai food, but do you make it at home? Good morning, Taste Buds. I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein, and I'm here to give you what you need to change that. Join me today here at Junior Achievement of South Florida, and I'll give you recipes you'll love here on SoFlo Taste. How fun is that? Good morning, Taste Buds. I'm Michelle Bernstein. Come on in to the Goya Kitchen at Junior Achievement of South Florida, and welcome to SoFlo Taste. Thai food is the fourth most popular cuisine in the United States. That's impressive because I can remember back when it was hard to find a Thai restaurant in South Florida. So today I thought it would be fun to give you some of my favorite Thai recipes so you can make them at home. Let's get cooking. The first recipe we'll make is a green papaya slaw. All you have to do is go to your favorite grocery stores, maybe even a farmer's market, and ask them for green papaya. This is what, after peeled, obviously the outside's green, a papaya looks like when it's green. It's really hard. So you're gonna want a little help to julienne it. You can do this with a knife, but my favorite way to do it is with a mandolin. Now the Japanese mandolin is very sharp. It comes with a guard, and I highly recommend you use the guard. It also comes with little teeth that you put in here that allow for easy julienning. Let me show you with a little piece of this. So I'll cut around the seeds. So here is a mandolin set up. The teeth are already inside of it. You can go thicker or thinner. You just take the green papaya, and I would hold it this way, and you slice down, and then you get beautiful, thin, little julienne pieces of papaya. Now we have all of our papaya sliced. We're gonna go ahead and make the sauce. And I love to make this sauce using a mortar and pestle. So a couple things. This is my fish sauce. This is my favorite fish sauce. This is with fermented fish. It's called 3 Crab, but it doesn't have any shellfish in it, so don't worry. And this is palm sugar. This stuff is really cool. It's really hard, and so what you do is take it on a box grater, and it gets really fine like that. So you will find a lot of these ingredients in a grocery store. In fact, probably all of them. So go ahead and take the palm sugar and take some Thai chilies sliced really thin. These have the seeds, and they are spicy, but delicious. A garlic clove. And let's just start making a paste. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and use a knife to chop everything up, and then you can just bring all this together in a blender. It's perfectly fine. The only thing is it will be pureed. Food processor might be better. I would do that and go ahead and pulse it until it makes a nice paste. Okay, once that is a paste, go ahead and add a heavy pinch of salt, some lime juice, some fish sauce, and keep it going. Try not to splatter yourself because the smell of fish sauce will live with you for quite a while, and we don't want that to happen. I don't want you to hate me after you make this because it's really delicious in your mouth, not so much on the body. All right, so keep moving it around. Now the smell is becoming to me, my mouth is watering because it smells so good with the chilies and the lime. And to me, I don't really even smell the fish sauce anymore. So now we're gonna add some peanuts in here and just barely crush them. If you can't eat peanuts, then don't use peanuts. If you can use cashews instead, or no nuts, doesn't really matter. You know what's really fun to use instead of nuts are sunflower seeds. They're delicious, they come roasted and salted, and they're yummy. All right, I think we are good here. So make sure we've got everything out of here. Let's move it around. And I'm just gonna add it all to my papaya. Beautiful. Let's add tomatoes and mix this up really well. As you can see, it's beautiful. Now, I'm going to keep this pretty simple today, but if you wanted to add a little mint or a little cilantro, it would make for a gorgeous salad as well. I've also seen sometimes people julienne carrots and add them in, probably for sweetness, I would imagine. But to me, I don't think this needs anything else. And you know what I just decided? I'm going to actually serve this in my mortar. It still has a little residual flavor in there, so I'm going to place my pawpaw slaw right in the middle. And there you have it, our first Thai dish of the day. Can't wait to show you two more Thai recipes after the break. Come right back.
Join Chef Michelle for her next recipe. You're watching SoFlo Taste from the Goya Kitchen at Junior Achievement of South Florida, here on Local 10.
Welcome back to SoFlo Taste. We're here at Junior Achievement of South Florida and Coconut Creek, a place for kids. They're committed to hands-on experimental learning where students can apply that learning in real-world situations. For more information, visit jasouthflorida.org or call 954-979-7100. Now back to Thai Goes the Winner. Okay, everyone, it is time to make a curry. And instead of doing my husband's favorite, which is green, I decided to do my favorite, which is red. So I got these beautiful chicken thighs. Thank you very much, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. I asked them for the best boned chicken thighs, and you know, you can go in there and ask them for anything. You can ask them to break things apart, shuck your oysters, break your chicken into 10 to 12 parts. I mean, you say it, they do it. Delaware Chicken Farm is located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood. Call them 954-983-6831. Tell them Michelle sent you. All right, so I'm going to turn these chicken thighs into a red Thai curry. So let's turn on the heat on our wok. So I like to cook with peanut oil. For those of you that can't use peanut oil, just use any type of a good cooking oil that has, you know, you can go really high on its heat and it won't break down too much. So I'm going to add that in to my pan. I've got ginger and garlic, which I basically took on a little microplane until it was nice and fine. And let's add that right into the oil. And when you cook with ingredients like this in a wok, you're basically waiting until everything becomes fragrant, and then you jump in with the next ingredient. So now I'm adding in my red Thai paste. This is red Thai paste. I purchased it at an Asian market, and I'm going to go ahead and cook that in the oil. And you basically need to fry curry paste. I worked in Malaysia for a long time, and I learned how to make the most beautiful curries, and everything starts like this. You always start with the aromatics. In Malaysian cooking, of course, the spices, because it's a little bit Indian, but here in Thai cooking, it's really about the curries and the pastes and the ginger and the garlic. So you want to fry for a couple of minutes. It really brings out all the best flavors. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and add coconut milk. Try to find good Thai coconut milk when you're making Thai food, because some coconut milks tend to break a little bit when you heat them up really high, like you will here. And good Thai coconut milk is the best. It just won't break on you. It has a high fat level. It's wonderful. And you always want to shake the can before using it. Now what I'm looking for is a little bit of the fat to break from the top. It's not the milk breaking, the coconut milk breaking like you would find in a lot of coconut milks. It would be a little bit of oil from the top of it. So I'm looking for this to come to a boil, and then I will reduce it to a simmer. And this is where all the flavor happens. Now remember, I haven't added any seasoning to this yet. That will come later. And I would not add any salt to this yet because we are adding fish sauce. Remember I told you about fish sauce earlier? Didn't really dig too deep, but it basically is fermented fish turned into this liquid, and it is extremely salty. Any fermentation process, obviously, you need a lot of the salt to ferment, right, the fish, and it gets dried, and then the extract is actually this juice. So it's really intense and it's really salty. So this is now starting to simmer. I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken thighs. Okay, so we want this to cook in the curry. This is going to take a few minutes, so this is the perfect time for y'all to get up, stretch your legs, go get some water. Don't forget about mishi. Come right back for another of my Thai specials, and remember, all of my recipes are available on the SoFlo Show's webpage. Just scan this quick response code. You'll be whisked off to the SoFlo Show's page. Come right back, because I've got more, and I can't wait to see how this curry turns out. SoFloShows.com is a great place to celebrate the food of South Florida. It's also the place to ask me a question or make a comment, especially a good comment. Again, SoFloShows.com. We'll see what's cooking on SoFlo Taste right after this. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste, brought to you by My Thai Recipes. So, chicken thigh red curry. What you didn't get to see, because it was cooking really quickly and I wanted to really get it perfectly, I added a couple of lime leaves. So these are lime leaves. You can find them frozen in a lot of Asian markets. They smell not just like lime, it's almost like the most Asian tropical lime. It's just delicious. Kaffir lime leaves, they're actually called. So I always have these in my freezer. I threw those in there. I also put a little bit of brown sugar and fish sauce, just so you know, to balance the flavors. And then finally, there's nothing like Thai basil to finish a good curry. And Thai basil is definitely a lot more pungent. I use the flowers and the leaves than regular basil. All right, let's jump into, I think, probably the most ordered Thai dish in all Thai restaurants. We're gonna make pad Thai. Now, as you know, in most restaurants, you can order the type of pad Thai, and I figured I'd make tofu and shrimp pad Thai. So let's go ahead and heat up the wok again. And we're gonna combine together tamarind paste, fish sauce, palm sugar, and some crushed red chili flake. All right. Let's heat up some peanut oil in the wok. Add a nice julienne of shallots. And some minced garlic. Again, we're going to cook this until it's nice and fragrant. And I'm going to go ahead and add tofu. Now this is firm tofu. I don't know if you've ever made tofu, but you always should press your tofu. What I do is I wrap it in paper towels and I put it in my fridge with something medium heavy sitting on top of it. And I just press it for a couple days. Sometimes I actually forget that it's pressing, which is good because once I pull it out and unwrap it, it's perfect. So when you first buy it, it's sitting in water, and it's never as good when you cook it like that as when you have it just like it is today when it's pressed. So I am basically just stir frying the shallot, the garlic, and the tofu. I'm going to add the sauce. And then I'm going to add the noodles so that they soak up the sauce. These are Thai noodles. They are rice noodles. And they cook for about 8 minutes in boiling water, kind of like pasta. Well, it is a pasta, I guess you could say. And then we toss them in a little bit of oil to make sure that they're not too sticky. And you really want to let these fry up on the bottom of the pan, soak up everything that has now kind of stuck to the pan, all those good sauces and everything. Let's keep stir frying this. So next, I'm going to actually cook an egg over here. So I'm moving over my noodles to one side. And I'm going to go ahead and add an egg to the pan. I'll also add some shrimp. And these are big, beautiful shrimp. These also came from Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, and they are gorgeous. So I'm cooking the egg and the shrimp on this side, and then eventually I'll start adding it in to the other side. All right, and then finally, when everything is just about cooked, you're going to go ahead and add bean sprouts right at the end, which I love because it gives you a nice texture. Let's go ahead and cut a couple wedges of lime. We have cilantro, we have peanuts, and we are ready to serve. So come right back so we can do that together. I'll see you in a minute. SoFlo Taste will return right after this. For more information on today's show or to see a recent SoFlo Taste episode, please go to our website, sofloshows.com. There you can find everything SoFlo Taste. Welcome back to SoFlo Taste and our show all about Thai food. So this is my pad Thai. We're just going to put some wedges of lime right next to it so you can squeeze it on. And then I have some fresh cilantro and some roasted salted peanuts right over the top. Ah, delicious. Thank you so much for coming along with me today. I hope I've given you some recipes you'll try in your own kitchen.
Hey there, Michelle. Today I tied, see what I did because of the tie? I tied in the gloomy weather with this week's episode of SoFlo Health. It was supposed to be a beach day, but it was a gloomy day. Nonetheless, we teach you how to biohack. We can use electricity, ozone, and light, all to better your health. Plus, if you've been experiencing tennis elbow, we'll show you how to take better care of it and show you that it may not be from tennis at all. Plus, Morgan has a full pull workout for you. All of that and more is tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on the one and only Local 10 for SoFlo Health. I'll see you there.
So Taste Buds, thanks for spending another morning with me. I love sharing my recipes with y'all. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, mwah, and very good taste. All tied up.